Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. Now it's time to learn some identities or just revise the identities that you have already learned in standard 8, right? Because before going to exercise 2.4 we have to use this identity in that exercise 2.4, so we have to revise it, right? So first of all we will revise all four identities that you have learned in class 8. First one is x plus y whole square. What will be your answer? X plus y whole square. Your answer will be x square plus 2xy plus y square, right? Now second one, that is x minus y whole square. What will be your answer? Your answer will be x square minus 2xy plus y square. You have to just change the sign in this term, right? Here you have positive in both the type of identities. Now third one, that will be x square minus y square. You have used this identity many times in standard 8, right? What will be your answer? Your answer will be x plus y and x minus y, right? Very easy. Now fourth one is, what if you have x plus a and x plus b, right? Now what is your answer in this case? Your answer will be x square plus a plus bx plus a multiply b. This will be your answer, right? Now you have already done many questions by using this identity. You have done factorization of algebraic expression using this identity and all the things, right? What x and y are here? X and y are variables. You can put any value of x and y. If you do square of summation of both the terms, your answer will look like this, right? X square plus 2xy plus y square. See, identities are nothing special. What I am saying is, identities are just one case of doing the simplification. One day one fine man is doing a question of type like, I can say x plus 2 and x plus 2. He is solving this type of question. Let me say 2x plus 3 multiply 2x plus 3, right? So in this type of question, we all know that what is this? If you do multiplication of same term, it will be square of that term. So it will be x plus 2 square, it will be 2x plus 3 square. And by doing the simplification, your answer is, he observes that answer is look like this format only. Answer will come in this format only. So it becomes identity. So you don't have to do calculation all the time, right? Because we all know that if our question is of some square of sum of two terms, my answer will look like this. If it is number or polynomial, if I put one elephant here and one dog here, my answer will look like this, right? This is the simple thing. I can put any value, any number or any term in place of x and in place of y, right? So now if you see here I have x square. That means I have to do a square of first whole term. If my first term is 2x, then I have to square 2x, right? Square of 2x, that will be look like 4x square, right? So let us do some examples using this identity, so you will get it very easily. Now our example number 11, that is, I have to do a simplification of this by using appropriate identity. Now if you see, I have two brackets, both are the same. That means it is a square of this x plus 3 whole square, right? Just simple as that. Now you, by watching this identity, you know that I have this term just simple as that x plus 3 whole square, right? So I will use first identity. So I can write it as x plus 3 whole square. Now compare it with your suitable identity, that is x plus y whole square, that is equal to x square plus 2xy plus y square. Now here we have x plus 3, so my x will be x if you compare these two, and my y will be 3, right? So I can write answer as x square. So I have x is equal to x here, so just simple x square. Now 2xy, that means I have to write 2 in bracket x, because x is equal to x. Now y is equal to 3, so I have to write 3 here. Now last term will be y square, so I have y is equal to 3, so I have to write 3 square. You have done it already, right? You all know this. Now x square plus 2 multiply 3, that is 6x plus 9. This is my answer, because in the question it is mentioned that you have to do it with using the appropriate identity. So I have used this identity x plus y whole square, that is x square plus 2xy plus y square. I have just substituted value of x and y only. I have done nothing else, right? Or else, if you don't know the identity and there is no mention in your question that you have to use identity, you can just multiply it. You all know how to multiply two polynomials or two algebraic expressions, right? Your answer will be look like this. I have to do a simplification of this by using appropriate identity. Now if you look at this, our first identity is square of whole bracket. Now I don't have two equal terms here, so it is not the case of square, right? Here I have x square minus y square. I don't have square here, so I cannot use this identity also. In here you can see x plus y and x minus y. So in both the terms, number or variables should be same. But here I have x minus 3 and x plus 5, so I cannot use this identity too. Now here I have x plus a, x plus b. It will look like x minus 3 and x plus 5, yes, right? See, don't confused with this sign, right? We all know that minus or subtraction is just a part of addition, right? Special case of addition. So I can compare this with x plus a and x plus b. So if you compare it with x plus a and x plus b, your x and x here both are the same. So you don't have to change x. You just have to change a and b. So a is equal to minus 3, b is equal to plus 5, right? Don't get confused with sign. Here I have plus sign and here I have minus sign. So I have to take a is equal to minus 3. Now what will be your answer when you have this identity? Your answer will be x square plus in bracket a plus bx plus a multiply b. This will be your answer. In case if you didn't remember this identity in exam and there is mention in your question that you have to use identity only, so you can find this identity by just multiplying these two brackets. If I multiply x plus a and x plus b, it will look like x multiply this plus a multiply this, and once you simplify it, you will get this as your answer, right? So this is your identity. In case if you don't remember this in your exam, right? So this is my identity. Now I have to write this by using this identity. My first term will be x square only. My second term will be a plus b, that is minus 3 plus 5, right? A is equal to minus 3, b equal to plus 5. So a plus b will minus 3 plus 5 in bracket and x here plus a multiply b, that will be minus 3 multiply plus 5, right? My answer will be x square plus minus 3 plus 5, that is plus 2x, and it will be minus 15. This is my answer. Very easy, right? So if it is mentioned in your question that you have to use identity, then you have to use identity, right? And you can see that using idea by solving a question using identity is very easy. You can get answer very quickly, right? So it will be feasible for us to remember all the identities. So here we have our example number 12. Evaluate 105 and 106. Multiplication of 105 and 106 without actually doing multiplication, right? We all have done this type of question in standard 8. So but in this question I have to use an identity, right? So which identity will go with this type of questions? Here I cannot use a square, right? Because I don't have both the terms are equal. So first two will be not useful for us. Now the third one is x square minus y square. Here I don't have any negative sign or I don't have any two common terms, so I cannot use this. Now last one, x plus a and x plus b, that will be useful for us. How can I use this? See, I can write 100 plus 5 multiplication 100 plus 6, right? 100 plus 5 and 100 plus 6. So it will look like x plus a and x plus b, right? If you compare it with x plus a and x plus b, your x will be 100, your a will be 5 and your b will be 6. Just compare it, right? So my answer for this identity will be x square, that is 100 square plus a plus bx. So I have a as 5, b as 6, a plus b and x as 100. Now last term will be a multiply b, so 5 multiply 6. This will be my answer. 100 square, this equal to 10,000 plus 5 plus 6, that is 11, multiply 100 plus 5 plus 6, that is 30. So my answer will be 10,000 plus 1100 plus 30. So final answer is 03111. Right? This is my final answer. So by this type you can solve any questions. Now we will go see example number 13. So here is our example number 13. In this example, I have two polynomials and I have to factorize it. Now, doing a factorization of this polynomial, it will be feasible for us if we use identities, right? Now, which identity will go with this question? If you see, it is look like a square plus 2ab plus b square. That means first identity can go with this example, right? But I cannot use this identity directly. What I have to make change here is I have to write 49a square as 7a whole square, right? Because 7 square is 49 and a square is a square. So 49a square is equal to 7a whole square. Last term is 25b square, that is equal to 5b whole square, right? And our middle term will be, it should look like this, right? So x square, that means whole square of first term, whole square of first term, right? If I have written like this 49a square, this is not a whole square of first term, it is just a square of a, but I have converted it in whole square of first term, right? For a 7a square. Now last term will be 5b square, whole square of last term, whole square of last term. And now my middle term should look like 2xy. So I have to use 2 here. Now x is a first term only without square. Now first term is 7a. So I have to write 7a here. Now b, that means y is a last term only without square. So I have last term as 5b without square. So I have to write 5b. Now if you see here, I have 2 multiply 7 multiply 5. So 2, 5, 10, 10 multiply 7, that is 70. So I have 70 here, a here, a here, b here, b here, right? So I have just simplified the question in such a format that I can use the identity directly. Now it both look like same, right? So first term square plus 2 multiply first term multiply last term and last term square, right? So now I can use identity that x plus y whole square is equal to x square plus 2xy plus y square, right? So you have to mention, right, that which identity you are using. Just mention into the side of your question, right? That by using this identity. Now by using first identity, my answer look like x plus y whole square. That means first term plus y. That means last term whole square. First term is 7a, right? My x is, sorry, my value of x is 7a and my value of y is 5b. So 7a plus 5b whole square, right? 7a plus 5b whole square. This is my answer. So by using identity, you can factorize polynomials very easily, right? But remember one thing, x square means square of first whole term. So I have to convert, or I have to simplify the question in the format that it looks like the identities, right? Now it's time to do second question. I have 25 divided by 4x square minus y divided by 9, y square divided by 9, right? This is my question. Now if you look at this, I have square of term and I have subtraction sign in between them. The identity we'll use is x square minus y square, right? This identity looks like this. By seeing the question, you get the general idea that which identity will be used for that question. So here I have square terms and in between I have negative sign, so I can use x square minus y square, that is equal to x plus y and x minus y. But in this identity, I have square of first whole term, that means x square. First second term, second square of second whole term, that means y square. So I have to convert it into this type, right? So I can write 25 by 4 as 5 divided by 2 in x whole square. Now it will look like square of whole term, right? Now I have minus sign here. Now y square divided by 9, I can write it as y by 3 whole square. Now it will look like first term whole square minus second term whole square, right? First term whole square minus second term whole square. So my answer will be x plus y and x minus y. Just mention it into a side of your question that I am using this identity by this identity, right? So my answer will be x plus y, x minus y. And here I have x is equal to 5 by 2x, right? My first term is 5 by 2x, and y is equal to 5 by 3, just y divided by 3, right? So my answer will be x plus y, that will be 5 by 2x plus y by 3 multiply x minus y, 5 by 2x minus y by 3. This will be my answer by using identity. Now that we have done identities of binomials, right? We have learned all identities of binomial. Now it's time to learn identity of trinomials. Trinomial means there will be three terms. So let me write fifth identity. Binomial means three terms, x plus y plus z. What will be square of three terms? If you want to solve this identity, the solution is very easy. Just write x plus y is equal to something like a, right? And z equal to z. Now, if you solve the identity a plus z whole square, right? I have just written a in place of x plus y because we have that x plus y is equal to a. Now a plus z square, it is just simple as x plus y whole square. My answer will be a square plus 2az plus z square, right? Now substitute value of a here. Value of a is x plus y whole square plus 2 in bracket x plus y multiply z plus z square. Now if you use identity here again, x plus y whole square, x square plus 2xy plus y square, and do a simplification here, x plus y in bracket and in multiplication I have z here. If you do simplification here and using identity here, your final answer will be look like x square plus y square plus z square plus 2xy plus 2yz plus 2zx, right? So if you want to derive this identity, you can just derive it by this simple method. See, if you didn't don't remember this identity, write it in your page at least 20-30 times. If you know the identity and if you get click when you have to use or when you should use which identity, then it will be very easy for you to solve question very quickly, right? So our fifth identity is x plus y plus z whole square, square of any trinomial, right? Here anything can be at place of x, y and z, any number or any polynomial, right? Or any polynomial, any animal, anything can be in place of x, y and z. My answer will be square of first term, square of first whole term, square of second whole term, square of third whole term, then again 2xy, 2yz, 2zx, right? Let us do a first example of using this identity. That will be example number 14. 3a 4b and 5c, 3a plus 4b plus 5c whole square. I have to do a simplification of this polynomial 3a plus 4b plus 5c square with using a identity. Now you can see we have trinomial here, square of trinomial. We have only one identity for it, x square plus y square plus z square, 2xy, 2yz and 2zx. Now by using identity, write it just like by using identity, x plus y plus z whole square is equal to this. We have x is equal to, if you compare it, x is equal to 3a, y is equal to 4b and z is equal to 5c, right? If you have minus sign here, bring it sign with that term, right? If I have 3a minus 4b, then my value of y will be minus 4b, right? Bring your sign with you. Now what will be your answer? Once I get the value of x, y and z, just put it in this identity. So my answer will be x square, that is 3a whole square, whole term of x square, right? So 3a whole square, my second term will be y square, y is equal to 4b, so 4b whole square. then again z square, that means 5c whole square. Now 2xy, that means 2 multiply x is 3a, y is 4b, right? Then I have plus 2yz, y is 4b, z is 5c, very easy, right? Then again I have 2zx, 2z is 5c and x is 3a. So I have to just simplify this. I just find the value of x, y and z by comparing these to our identity and just substituted that x, y, z value in my answer, right? So 3a square, that will look like 9a whole square, 4b square, that will be 16b whole square, 5c square, 25c whole square, right? Now 2 multiply 3a multiply 4b, that will be 2 multiply 3, that is 6, 6 multiply 4, that is 24 into a into b, 24ab plus 2 multiply 4 multiply 5, that will look like 5, 4, 20, 2, 40, b and c plus 5 multiply 2 multiply 3, that will be 5 to 10 multiply 3, that is 30, c and a. This will be your answer. Very easy to use this type of identities. So here is your 15th example. Expand this. Your question is expand this. Once you see that you have trinomial in your question, we have only one identity with trinomials, and that is x plus y plus z whole square. X square plus y square plus z square. Then 2xy, 2yz, 2zx. Right? Very easy to remember. Now I have this. So by comparing this, with our identity x plus y plus z, we get x is equal to 4a, right? Y is equal to, see I have minus sign here, right? So don't forget to bring your sign. Y is equal to minus 2b, then I have z is equal to minus 3c, right? This will be my x, y and z. Now we all know that by using this identity, right, in your question, that by using identity x plus y plus z square is equal to this, my answer will be, first is x square, that means 4a whole square, 4a whole square. Second one is y square, that means minus 2b whole square, minus 2b whole square. Don't forget to bring your sign. Third one will be plus c whole square, z whole square, that is minus 3c whole square. Now first one is 2xy, that means 2 in place of x I have 4a, in place of y I have minus 2b, so I have to write it. Now second one is plus 2yz, 2 in place of y I have minus 2b, in place of z I have minus 3c. Now plus 2zx, in place of z I have minus 3c, and in place of x I have plus 4a. In this type of question, there is only one chance of mistake, and that is of your sign, right? So don't forget to bring your sign with you in question. Now 4a square, that will be 16a whole square, minus 2b square, that will be plus 4b square, minus square will be plus, right? Minus 3c square, that will be 9c square, right? Now here 2 multiply 4 multiply minus 2, that will be minus 16, right? Minus 16, 2 multiply 4, that is 8, multiply minus 2, minus 16, a and b. Now here I have two negative signs, so my answer will be positive. 2 multiply 2, that is 4, multiply 3, that is 12, b and c. Now last one I have only one negative sign, so I have to write negative here. 2 multiply 3, that is 6, multiply 4, that is 12, sorry 24, right? C and A here, so this will be your answer by using the identity number 5, right? You don't have to remember the number side, you can just mention the identity which are using, just write it. So this is your question, example number 15. So here is our example number 16. We have question and we have to factorize this polynomial. If you see this polynomial, by just looking at this, you can get that we have to use this identity only. We don't have any other option, right? Now to use this identity, you have to be your question in this format only, right? Your format is square of first term, then square of second term, square of third term, then 2 multiply first term multiply second term, look like this, right? So here I have 4x square, it is not whole square of first term, so to look it like whole square of first term, I can write it as 2x whole square. Very easy, right? Now I can write y square as y whole square, z square as z whole square. Now you can see we have minus 4xy, but in this identity I have plus 2xy, so I have to write plus sign here. Now 2 as it is. Now x, what is our first term? X is first term. What is our first term? First term is 2x. And what is our second term? Y is second term. What is our second term? That is y only. But if you see, I have minus 4xy here. Minus 4xy here. So if I simplify this, I get plus 4xy. So I have to take a minus sign with me. So if I write minus y here, then my answer will be minus 4xy after simplifying this, right? So I can write this as minus 4xy, right? So if I write minus y here, I have to write minus sign here also because it is my second term. So I have to write second term here. But here, after writing minus y, my answer will not change because minus y whole square will be plus y whole square, right? So there is nothing change here. I have to write minus y here. Now my third term will look like 2 multiply second term multiply third term. So 2 multiply second term. Now my second term is minus y. So minus y. Third term is z. So z. Right. Now you can see I have minus 2yz here. So if I simplify this, I get minus 2yz. Right. These both are same. Right. In this term, if I have written plus y here, then I get plus 4xy here, right? But in the question I have minus 4y, so I have to use minus y here. Now for the last one I have 4xz. So and here in the identity, my last term should look like 2 multiplying last term multiply first term. So my last term is z. So I have to write z here. First term is x 2x. So I have to write 2x here. This is z, this is 2x. If you simplify this, you get 4xz, 4xz, right? Now it is in the format of your identity. First term square, second term square, third term square, plus 2 multiply first second term, plus 2 multiply second third term, plus 2 multiply third and first term, right? So you can use identity. Now you can write that by using identity, mention this identity, right? You can write that answer will be 2x minus y plus z whole square, right? X plus y plus z whole square. Here we have x as 2x, second term y is minus y, third term z is plus z, right? 2x minus y plus z whole square. Very easy, right? When you get a negative sign, you have to check it that by simplifying this term, your answer should look like this, right? Here I have minus 4xy, so I have to write minus y here, right? So very easy. Now we will move on to the identities with cubical polynomials, right? Now we will see cubical identities, right? Let's say I have x plus y cube, right? My answer will be x cube plus y cube plus 3xy in bracket x plus y. What I have written is, if my question is x plus y whole cube, my answer will be in the form of x cube plus y cube, cube of first term plus cube of second term plus 3 multiply first and second term in the bracket first and second term, addition of first and second term. If you want to derive this identity, you can derive it by simply doing, let me take x plus y and x plus y whole square, right? Because I have cube, I can write it as here. If I have 15 cube, so I can write it as 15 multiply 15 square, right? So by using this method, you can derive it. Now I have x plus y whole square, so I can use first identity, writing first identity here, second identity here. Now just do a multiplication of these two brackets and you will get answer as this by just simple simplification, right? Now What if I have negative sign here? V double I. My seventh identity. X minus y cube. What if we have negative sign here? If you don't want to remember this identity, if you know this identity, just change the sign of y, nothing else. What I am saying is just change the sign of y. That means substitute y equal to minus y. So there is no change in x cube. Now I have my cube. That means if I do minus y cube, my answer will be minus y cube, right? Cube of negative will be negative. Then 3xy. If I write minus y here, then minus sign will come here. So 3xy, right? Then I have plus y here. I have substituted y is equal to minus y, so I can write x minus y. So you can see if I have plus sign between two numbers and cube of them, all the signs are plus in this identity. If I have a negative sign, all the signs are minus in this identity, right? You can also simplify this, right? If you simplify this, it will look like x cube minus y cube minus 3x square y plus 3xy square. Only one positive term. X cube minus y cube. I have just multiplied this minus 3xy into this bracket, right? So some question will come of this type also. And if I simplify this, my answer will look like x cube plus y cube plus 3x square y, 3xy multiply x, that is 3x square y. Now plus 3xy square, right? So these and these both are same, right? Now once you remember these two identity, we will solve the question of simplification using these identities, right? X plus y whole cube, that means x cube plus y cube plus 3xy bracket x plus y. X cube cube of first term plus cube of second term plus 3xy bracket x plus y, right? Write this identity at least 15 or 20 times in your book and you will remember it very easily. So here is our example number 17. Question is 3a plus 4b cube. Now when we see cube, we have to see whether there is a plus sign or minus sign in between them. If we have plus sign here, we have one identity x plus y cube, right? We all know that x plus y cube, that is x cube plus y cube plus 3xy plus x plus in bracket x plus y, right? So here we have x plus y cube. So by comparing this expression, by comparing this expression with x plus y whole cube, I get x is equal to 3a, x is equal to 3a and y is equal to 4b, right? Now by using identity x plus y whole cube, that is equal to this mentioned here, that now by using identity x plus y cube equal to x cube plus y cube plus 3ab in bracket x plus y, my answer will be x cube, that is 3a cube plus y cube, that is 4b cube plus 3 in bracket xy, that is 3a multiply 4b. In other bracket I would write x plus y, that is 3a plus 4b. This will be my answer. Now just simplify it. 3a square, that is 27a whole square, 3a cube, that is 27a cube. Now 4b cube, that is 64b cube plus 3 multiply 4, that is 9 multiply 4, that is 36 in bracket ab, 36ab. Now in this bracket I cannot simplify this, so I have to write it as it is, 3a plus 4b. This will be your answer, very easy. By watching question you get a general idea which type of identity will be used in this question, right? I have a plus b whole cube, so I have to use this identity. Now compare identity with your question and find value of x and y. By comparing this, my x will be this and y will be this. Now put a value of x and y in your identity. So by using identity you will get answer very easily. Just simplify it. Now here I have 5p minus 3q cube, right? Cube of 5p minus 3q. So I have to use a minus b whole cube, identity of a minus b whole cube, x minus y whole cube, right? So by comparing given algebraic expression with x minus y whole cube, I will get x is equal to 5p, y is equal to 3q, right? See here, I have compared it with x minus y, so I don't have to change the sign of y, right? I have to write, I don't have to change the sign of y because I have compared it with x minus y, so minus minus, right? In all earlier question that we are comparing your polynomial with x minus a, sometimes we have to change the sign of a, right? But here I have compared it with x minus y, so I don't have to change the sign. So y is equal to 3 cube, right? Now by using identity x minus y whole cube, my answer will be x cube, that will be 5p cube plus, sorry, I have minus sign, so my identity will be minus y cube, that will be 3q cube minus 3 in bracket x, that is 5p, y, that is 3q, in bracket x plus y, that is 5p plus 3 cube. By using identity, my answer will be this. Now just simplify it. By simplifying it, my answer will be 125p cube minus 27q cube minus 3 3s are 9, 9 5s are 45p cube. In the bracket, I have to write 5p plus 3q as it is. So it will be your answer, right? By using these identities. Now we will see another identity. Before that, we have one example, example number 18. Now we have example number 18. We have to find value of this by using suitable identity, right? So here I have cube of any number, and for the cube of any number, we have only two identities, x plus y cube and x minus y cube, right? So I have to convert this question in the format so that I can use the identity, right? Now I have 104 here, so I can write it as 100 plus 4, right? 100 for 4 cube. Now it is look like our identity x plus y whole cube. So by using identity, I can say that 100 plus 4 cube, that is equal to 100 cube. By using identity, right? You have to mention that by using this identity, 100 cube plus 4 cube plus 3 bracket 100 multiply 4, in other bracket I have to write 100 plus 4, right? A cube plus b cube plus 3ab bracket a plus b. First term cube, second term cube, 3 multiply first term, second term, in the bracket first term plus second term. So 100 cube will be 6 zeros, then 4 cube will be 64 plus 3 4s are 12 and 100, so 1200, in the bracket I have to write 104. Now you can simplify it, just write 10064 plus multiply this both term, and your answer will be 0 0 4 to the right, now 4, then 2 and then 1. So 124,800 plus 14064, right? I have just added 2 and multiplied this both. So my answer will look like 1124864, right? Just simple addition. So to find a cube of any number, you can use this identity in this way, right? I can write it as 1000 minus 1, right? 1000 minus 1, that is 999 cube. So now it looks like x minus y cube. My x is 100, y is 1. So my answer will be, by using identity x minus y cube, answer will be x cube minus y cube minus 3 bracket x bracket y minus, sorry, in the bracket x minus y. So 100 minus 1, right? by using the identity. I have just substituted value of x and y here. You have to mention which identity you are using, right, in your question. So 1000 cube, that will be 000, right? Now -1 minus 3000 multiply 999. So final, your final answer look like right. Now just add these two terms, your answer will be 2997001. Now just subtract this number from this number, you will get your answer. So your answer will look like, so this is your answer for 999 cube, right? Just subtract this number from this number. So this is your example number 19. 8x cube plus 27y cube plus 36x square y plus 54xy square. Now we have to factorize it by using any identity. So if you see it, we have cube here, so we have to use identity with cubes. Now it is in the form of x cube plus 3x square y plus 3xy square plus y cube, right? You don't have to be confused. It is the same identity, but just in this question they simplified this last term. So you get 3x square y and 3xy square, right? Now if I want to use the identity, I have all positive signs, so my answer will come as x plus y whole cube only, right? But before that I have to convert it in the format of your identity, right? So let me write 8x cube, that means I have to write 2x whole cube, cube of first whole term. 27y cube, that means I have to write in the 3y whole cube, right? Cube of second term. Now 36x square y, in our identity we have 3x square y plus 3xy square. So 3x square y, that means I have to write 3 here. Now x is my first term, so first term is 2x, so write 2x and 2x square, 3x square, then y, that means my second term, it is only 3y, right? Now if you see, if you simplify it, you get 3 and 2x whole square, that is 4x square, right? Let me write here 4x whole square, 4x square multiply 3y. Now if you see 3 multiply 4, that is 12 multiply 3, that is 36, x square, y and y, right? So you don't need to worry about signs. Now 2x whole square 3y, your last term will be 3x y whole square. So I have to write 3 here. X means my first term, that is 2x here, and y square, right? Y square, that means 3y, my second term is 3y, so I have to write 3y whole square here, right? Now if you simplify it, you have to check whether this term and this term are equal or not. So check 3, now 2x here, now 3y square, that means 9y square here, 3 2 za 6, 9 za 54, right? X y square, so don't need to worry about anything. Now this is the exact form that is in the your identity, right? So now you can write that by using identity. I can write that it is 2x plus 3y whole cube. By using identity, write your identity, write this identity in here in the question, right? So you don't have to be confused when you get this type of question. If you have cube and all positive signs, that means you have to use x plus y whole cube identity. Remember these two, right? If you remember this x cube plus y cube plus 3xy divided x plus y, this is just a simplification of this case, right? So in this type of question, you have to directly use your first identity, right? Now if you have any negative sign in your question and cube, that means you have to use identity of x minus y cube, right? So it is our 8th identity, x cube plus y cube plus z cube, minus 3xyz, x cube plus y cube plus z cube minus 3xyz. Now if you see, we have firstly learned identities regarding to square of binomials, then we have learned identity for square of trinomial, right? Now we have learned identity to cube of binomial, so we will learn identity for cube of trinomials, identity related to cubes in trinomials, right? So here we have three variables x, y, and z, three terms x cube, y cube, and z cube minus 3xyz. If your question will look like this, then your answer will must look like this, right? So your answer will be x plus y plus z in first bracket, in second bracket x square plus y square plus z square minus xy minus yz and minus zx. See, this identity is very big but very easy to understand. Just you have to write it 15 or 20 times in your notebook, right? X square, x cube plus y cube plus z cube minus sign here 3xyz is equal to x plus y plus z in one bracket, in second bracket x square plus y square plus z square, negative sign here minus xy minus yz and minus zx, right? So we will see example related to this identity. So here we have our example number 20. Factorize this polynomial 8x cube plus y cube plus 27z cube minus 18xyz. Now we all know that we in the question, if we have cube of three terms, right, cube of trinomials, then we have only one identity regarding to that type of question, right? X cube plus y cube plus z cube minus 3xyz. So here we have a cube of this and this minus 3xyz. So if I want to use this identity, I have to convert this that look like the question identity, right? Now 8x cube, that means I have to write 2x whole cube of first term, then y cube, so I don't have to change anything, y cube as it is, 27z cube, that means I have to write 3z cube, right? 27z cube means 3z cube. I have to use this marker. Now minus 18xyz, in my identity I have minus 3xyz, so I have to write minus here, 3 here as it is. Now x, that means first term is 2x, so I have to write 2x. So y means second term is y only, so write y only. Third term is z, I have third term as 3z, so write 3z here. Now if you simplify this, you get 3 multiplied 2, that is 6, 6 multiplied 3, that is 18, so 18 minus x, y and z, so you don't have to worry about this, right? So I have just simplified or just written the question in the format of my identity, so I can use identity easily, right? Now I can use identity because it is in the form of x cube plus y cube plus z cube minus 3xyz, right? So by using identity, mention that you are using this identity in your question, right? It is very necessary. So my answer will look like addition of all three terms in first bracket. So I have to write 2x plus y plus 3z in first bracket, right? In second bracket, I have to do square of first term, then square of second term, square of third term. First term is 2x, so I have to write 2x square plus second term y square plus third term 3z square minus xy, that is first term is 2x and second term is y, 2x and y minus, see, don't forget to write a proper sign. Here you have minus sign and here you have plus sign, right? So minus yz, that means y is y, z is 3z, y 3z, and last one is minus zx, z is 3z and x is 2x, right? So this will be your second bracket. Now just simplify it. In the first bracket you have no change, so write it as it is. Second bracket 2x square, that is 4x square, then plus y square, then 9z square, right? Now for this you have to write minus 2xy, for this just write minus 3yz, for last one write 3 to 6, so minus 6xz. So this will be your answer, right? To use identity, first thing you have to do is to identify question, which type of identity will go with the question, right? Now after that you have identified which identity will go with the question. If your question is same as the format of your identity, then you don't have to need any change in your question, right? Just use identity. But in this type of question you have to change the, sorry, you have to just simplify the question, right, and convert it into format of identity, then you can use the identity, right? So these are your 8 identities. Do more and more practice to remember this identity. Write it in your book at least 20 times, 25 times, right? And then you will get your all identities. Now after remembering our identities, you have to do a practice how to use identities, right? How to use identity means which type of identity will go in which type of question, and should I convert the question in form of identity, or I can apply identity directly, right? So try your examples. Then we will go to the exercise number 2.4. So in the next video we will complete exercise number 2.4.